The P Market is the best place to buy retro games in Ontario, located at 2079 Carp Road in Stittsville and 109 North Front Street in Belleville. Hi and welcome back to Project Extreme Review. Today I've got a great game for you guys to see. I'm sure a lot of you have played this game and lost many hours of sleep because you just wanted to keep going to play this game. This game still holds up very good today. I still even host parties to play this game. So the game that I will be reviewing today is Goldeneye for the Nintendo 64. Goldeneye was released in 1997 and it was made by one of my favorite companies back then, Rare, which they made phenomenal games for Nintendo. Sadly, Rare doesn't make any great games anymore, so too bad for that, but let's get to Goldeneye. Now surprisingly, games that are based on movie, they all pretty much suck, but this game was renowned for, being true to the movie, and it felt and played great. I mean, they even had all the sound. Like, this game was really spectacular for its time. Goldeneye has 20 missions and 3 difficulty settings. So every time you unlock a new difficulty setting for a stage, you go back and there's tons of new stuff to do. So when you complete these, you have unlockables you unlock for single player and multiplayer. So I mean, it really extends the life of this game quite a bit. Now the multiplayer for this game is seriously the star of the show. It is absolutely a blast to play 4 players. You're gonna have, especially if you unlocked all the stuff, the different guns, level, and characters, you're just gonna laugh the entire time because it's just that much fun. Putting sticky grenades everywhere, and your buddy goes by, doesn't realize what you've done, and then boom, you blow it up. They get all pissed off at you and you're laughing your ass off. So like I was saying, even still today, I still bring some friends over to play this game, and this game, it never gets old. The music in this game stays true to the movie. I mean, you'll recognize a lot of the music from the movie in this game. And I love the sound effects. I mean, I always laugh when you're shooting a dude and they make all these weird sound. And I love the animation for this game because there's not many games out there I found today that if you aim at a specific body parts, they react. So if they got a gun in one hand, you shoot their hand, the gun's gonna fly out. They're gonna shake their hands, or if you shoot them in the leg, they'll grab their leg. Like, the amount of animations for this game is actually pretty cool. I wish they'd still do that today. The controls, they're good, but it takes time to get used to it because, we're used to double analog sticks today and mouse and keyboard. But this game only uses the joysticks and you have to move around with the C buttons. So it makes things a little awkward today, but I mean, it takes time to get used to it. But after that, you'll become pretty much a pro after putting so many hours in it. So if you want, the real Bond experience, they've never made another good one like this one. Even the remake of this game sucked. I mean, I bought it and I was just disappointed with it. It just didn't feel as good as this game. The multiplayer in the new remake of the Goldeneye, it just felt more like a Call of Duty, and it did not feel anything like this game. Now my only real complaint with this game is the fact that there's problem in the frame rate. If it gets too hectic, or you're in an outdoor section and the view is far away and you're turning, the frame rate's a little choppy. But I mean, you can't really complain because this game was made in the early pioneer of 3D games. So overall, this game is absolutely still a blast to play. It's a classic today. It makes all the other movie game look like shit.
This game is still a masterpiece to play, especially with friends. So if you haven't experienced this game yet, either pick up a Nintendo 64. This game is not really hard to find. Or, on the Wii, I believe, on the virtual store or something like that, they have the Bond game. And I believe it's also on the Wii U. The good stuff for this game, it's still a blast to play. It's still fun to go through the single player and play multiplayer with your friend. This game still holds up quite well today, and there's nothing quite like it I find on the Nintendo 64. In my opinion, it's still the best Bond game ever made. Even the new one just doesn't hold a candle to this game. And yes, there's tons of replayability, tons of unlock. This game will keep you busy for a while. The bad stuff for this game is, as I was saying, the controls feel dated. I mean, back in '97 we didn't have dual analog stick. Don't get me wrong, the game is still very playable, but playing with one joystick does take time getting used to it. And the frame rate can get bad when things get really hectic.
So there you go guys, my review for Goldeneye for the Nintendo 64. To me personally, I find this is the ultimate party game. It surely beats Mario Party. I mean, even after all these years, I still have a blast. We still laugh. I mean, it's a great game. If you never owned a Nintendo 64 and never played this game, find the console. It's cheap and the game is also pretty cheap. If you own a Wii or a Wii U, you weren't never sure, you should pick up this game anyways, and you can still play 4 players even on the virtual console. So in total, this game is still absolutely enjoyable today. Thank you for watching.